Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
And I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say...
Decent chance! We've got a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Shifted it to the flank. Pass somewhat off target. Marcelo. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Rivaldo. And here's Suarez. Takes on his marker. Takes a shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Christensen. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's a little off target. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ambitious ball here. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Vinicius Junior making good progress. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal is having a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Marcelo makes the interception. And this is Luis Suarez. Tries to play it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior trying to keep this in. And this is Luis Suarez. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's being urged to shoot. And this is Luis Suarez. Referee has just said play on. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He is through here. And here's Suarez. Chouameni. Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Delivers the ball. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Edmilson. For João Cancelo. Edmilson. And it's Pedri. It's a good ball out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, takes a shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Albert Ferrer. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Chouameni and Rivaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's destined for the flank. They get a throw in. Chouameni. De Jong. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Pedri. And he plays one through. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! And the comeback is complete! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nicely intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Swung over. It's a pretty loose pass. Bale is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second period is underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play it with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Bale. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Eder Militao. Marcelo. Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pass is just off target. Courtois with the clearance. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Marcelo.
There they go, hunting again.
Belletti. He is just caressing the ball. Yamal. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bale. Can he finish? Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
That's really well cleared. And here's Suarez, in with the challenge. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's well done, really robust. That's where it came from. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, Red, nice interception. Edmilson, a man never lacking in drive or determination. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Marcelo. Spread it left. Plays it in low. And it's claimed by the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's Bale! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Rivaldo plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Good running, strong and purposeful. Christensen gets over and intercepts. That has been cut short. And it's De Jong. Nicely worked.
Llobregat really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's gone in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Pau Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. In towards the back stick. Just 5 minutes left. Out towards the flank.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's run. Oh, what has happened here? And he whips in across. And straight back out. That's a lovely pass. And he thumps it clear. Marcelo.
2 minutos de descuento.
Eder Militao. Not the most accurate pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. De Jong. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner after 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 8.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
El dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos
Guti.
por el
No, that's
dorsal
been
21.
intercepted.
El dorsal 17.
Here's a corner, good
el
chance.
Dorsal 14. El dorsal 23.
And it's been taken short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Simeone. That is ended up in no man's land. Guti. Nico Williams.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. De Jong has it out wide and in space. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. De Jong. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. De Jong cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Rashford. So what can they make of this? He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Marcó en el minuto 13.
Simplicity itself.
El dorsal
Yeah, it's
18.
simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
So just 15 minutes still to come. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2. El dorsal
Exhaustion,
10.
physical
Serán
and mental.
sustituidos por
Will we find a
el
winner?
dorsal 11. El dorsal
This
7.
really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could be on. And it's a corner. This their second corner of the game. Rashford goes short. Nice control. He'll try from distance. He's got a goal. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line.
Marcó.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And he shoots! And a neat finish. All set up now for a dramatic climax. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid now just needing one.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely...
And a chance! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
Marcó en el minuto 30
A
de la
moment
prórroga.
that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Llobregat really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.